I cannot wait to see what he does with the rule book tonight.
The following contest is a special referee match and is for the International Women's of Championship. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Mr. Sheikh Omar Ali.
I, for one, was thrilled when he was announced as our guest referee.
You and a few others, I think, Corey. Some are afraid he won't maintain the spirit of good sportsmanship and fairness.
Well, we can have those kind of boring old matches anytime. This is something unique and fun.
Spotlight is on for Blake Monroe. All eyes on the glamour of WWE.
She may be beautiful on the outside, but she is as ugly and black-hearted on the inside as they come.
At least she's upfront about that fact, which is as refreshing as it is absolutely terrifying.
And the participants, first, from London, England, Blake Monroe.
As glamorous as she is dangerous.
Jazmyn has arrived, and she is in a bad mood.
And her opponent, representing Fatal Influence, from Syracuse, New York, Jazmyn.
For someone new to the game like this woman, it's vital to surround yourself with the right people, and Jazmyn has done just that.
She has certainly taken on some less than honorable influences already. Let's see if it pays off for her.
She's found her influence. Learning to be fatal. Jazmyn is reaching that level.
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
The structure is in place. The door has been shut. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hell in a Cell.
One of the most barbaric matches in WWE history. So many iconic battles have been waged inside that cell. It just brings out something extra in every competitor that steps foot inside it. This will be one to remember.
Right hand after right hand. This is ugly. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
That can make...
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
And that only gets a 1 count. He got an even count from the referee there.
And keeping attention to the official, I saw no fault with his count at all there.
What a counter!
Target acquired. So ruthless. Mounting. And hammering away.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
He's pulled out an equalizer from under the ring.
And that canceled out Monroe's offense. She just absolutely destroyed the side of the cell.
On the plus side, the cell wall broke her fall.
Blake fires back. And she's taking this to higher ground, climbing up the wall of the cell.
Oh, come on. I know it's all about making moments, but this might be too much to risk.
She's looking like a woman possessed, scaling the cell here.
She finally made it to the top.
Yeah, but how's she going to get down?
What a sight this is. Superstars locked in combat up on top of the cell.
Corey, what would you do if you were in Hell in a Cell tonight?
Well, personally, I would use the cell as much as possible. If you can effectively use the cell, it might just turn into your best weapon. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no.
Into a chop block.
She turns it around with the reversal.
Monroe sets it up. Uh-oh.
She evades the attack.
What's she got here?
Oh, did we just see a poof fly out?
This situation is only getting more dangerous by the second.
Looking to cause as much violence as possible on top of the cell. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, man.
Tag with the boot.
Dangerous heights here. This could only end in disaster.
And a stomp to the gut. Ooh. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Countering each other again and again.
Oh, drop right across the neck. Just look at the top of the cell, bending with each footstep.
Well, it wasn't meant for people to fight on. You weren't.
Uh-oh. Look at this. And the ref was refusing to get a view of the submission attempt. This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing but aggression being shown. Looking for escape, and she gets it. Crucial counter.
What a sweep. The roof of the cell is no place for a fight.
These superstars seem to think differently. I'm not worried about the danger.
You've got to be kidding me.
No way. No.
This is why we call Hell in a Cell a career-shortening match. That fall just took years off her career. Possibly took away her ability to ever walk without pain as well.
This whole thing has gone too far. Can someone please check on her? Oh, yeah, here we go. She's climbing the cell.
As insane as this is, it's also about sending a message. It's about saying, I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes. She is fearless. That is the only possible explanation for choosing to climb the cell.
Feeling like queen of the mountain now. All the way up the top. Absolutely a death wish.
Yeah, I think we need to get the medical team out here now. Counter right when it was needed.
Feds press takes him down.
I gotta hand it to our official. I didn't think things were gonna be called this evilly.
Power kick connects.
Great job anticipating Jazmyn. And it looks like, no, you gotta be kidding me. She's looking toward the top of the cell.
Oh, man. Someone's about to get hurt.
And look at this. I've never seen a more ominous
She's pulling out the thumbtacks. These are some hardcore desires being fulfilled right here. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Tell me what's in the bag.
Legs caught. Oh, vicious body shot. Channeling their hardcore spirit and spreading out the thumbtacks.
Like painting a canvas in the art of destruction.
Catches the leg.
Reversal after reversal, proving they did their homework. And a small package here.
Just tearing into all that flesh, turning into a human pincushion.
And no matter your feelings about our official, there was no questioning his count right there.
You can't say our ref messed around with his cadence during that pin.
She doesn't even get a count of one. He's calling things right down the middle here.
People like to imagine the worst from special guest referees, but clearly he knows what he's doing.
I can't believe it. There's no way you can continue after those texts. Look at that. They're stuck on the damn body. You see this? You're seeing a classic unfold before our very eyes.
And this crowd is absolutely loving it, firing up the
Monroe with an opportunity.
Just decorated with all that sharp and painful glitter now. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Oh, double knee face buster.
Monroe taking a moment to see if the fans will show some love. Bashing away, hitting the sucker with a sucker.
Interesting, every blow to her body seems to increase the focus on it.
Right hand after right hand. This is ugly.
This packed crowd on their feet. Not one single person in this place is
Fired with a straight shot there. Answering back.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Man, they're really laying it into each other. Ooh.
Nothing fancy about that. Well, if this isn't a sight to behold, into the clever shot. Did Blake get all of it?
Turning it into a pin for the win. And a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Man, they had to dig down somewhere deep to get out of that.
Our guest referee showing superb reaction skills, not missing a thing.
When they're in the corner, something's coming.
I think they're going to go for it.
Just immediately being stabbed by hundreds or thousands of tacks. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. Taking flight.
Went for it all, but gets nothing.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a pin for the title.
She breaks the ref's count. And no complaining about the ref's count there. He was right on top of things.
That officiating's almost too good. In fact, I'd say it's suspiciously fair and balanced.
That would have been painful without landing on those tacks. I think they're going to go into shock after that. This is not wrestling. This is not sport.
Under the thumbtacks. German suplex. And Blake now in a challenging position.
The end for Monroe can be soon if she does not show more resistance here.
Nice counter from Monroe.
These two have learned each other so well. And a knee to the chin.
Monroe here in a dictating position. And
The glamour shot from Monroe.
look at Jazmyn. Her lights are off.
We got a new champion.
Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, and the new International Women's of Champion, Monroe.
She's done it. Won herself the title.
This is absolutely a career-defining moment. We're witnessing a new era in WWE.